So, blacks have no power? Coming right up. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Common Sense Logical Reason. And as always, I want to say thank y'all for joining me today. So we know that blacks are known for saying that we can't be racist because we have no power. And of course, this is based off the revised meaning of racism that supposedly Dr. King coined, that racism is power and a privilege to control someone's life. And many of these black people believe since black folks have no power to control people's lives, black people can't be racist. However, the more black people say this stuff, seemingly is like the more black people are having the power to affect people's lives, either having that direct power to affect people's lives or causing the people who do have the power to affect people's lives. And black people do this all the time. You can see evidence of this pretty much all throughout society, of black people having said power to affect people's lives. Now, a perfect example of this would be Sloan. Now, he is the black man that was in that viral video from that balloon pop dating show, in which he was roasting these black females, and he was giving them the energy that they gave him. Now, was he excessively and somewhat overboard with it? I would agree. But I mean, if you can't give it, if you can't take it, don't give it. And oftentimes we see this happening with women, especially black females, who tend to have the most mouth, and they expect to be able to dish it out, but they don't expect no man to give it back to him. And he gave it back to him hard, and they didn't like that. Where as a result of this, the people who supposedly don't have any power called into this man's job and got him fired. And I hear there was almost like 500 calls a day, 500 calls a day, criticized this man because of what he did on a dating show to get him fired from his job. Now, I would love to know exactly what was the context of these phone calls. Like, what did they say to get his job? I mean, were they lying and criticizing his work because he's a plumber, you know, in Arizona? Were they calling in and criticizing his work ethic? Did they talk about how he was a bad person because he did it on the show? And if he did so, shame on this company for firing him over something that has nothing to do with their business. Now, the thing about business, though, they don't make political statements. They're not in it for political statements. They're in it to make money, and they're going to go whichever way the wind blows, and whichever way appears to have the most political power and most attention, they're usually going to sway to that. And right now, it's wokeism. A company will fire somebody regardless if they're skin shade, because I know some race hustlers will say, well, that's a black man, that's why the white supremacists did it. But no, there have been plenty of white people who've lost their jobs for saying something about black people. So let's not tell that lie. But once again, I would love to know exactly how is it that black folks have no power in this country when black women have apparently flexed the power to get this man to lose his job. Now, obviously, he can still go, he can become an independent plumber and start his own business. But man, I'm just trying to figure out if black females don't have any power, how exactly did they get this man fired? That seems to me like power to me. And this is one of the numerous examples of black folks flexing power while claiming black folks have no power. Anyway, I hear there was a GoFundMe for him, and raised, from what I'm hearing now, it didn't raise almost $10,000 on the GoFundMe when he originally asked for $1,000. But we should be criticizing these women for hurting this man's job over absolutely nothing. This is ridiculous. Anyway, y'all, like I said, this is my 2 cents on this, and it seems to me like black people have plenty of power. And as always, y'all, until next time.